Hey, you're a reporter. Esme Piñero. You Spanish?
Originally.
From Europe?
That's where it is.
But, you know, these days, Spanish is kind of generic. You know, like Tums.
Would you like something to drink, Mr. Diaz, is it?
That's right, but no, thank you. I'll just ask my questions and get out of your hair.
Fine. What would you like to know? Antonio Garcia was my building super. He was a nice man. I didn't know much about his private life. Professor D'Orazio asked me out to dinner once, but I declined.
I thought you were married.
Well, I'm not. I lied.
Did you know the professor's routine? The kind of people that he hung out with, women, men.
No, nothing. I never met any of his friends.
Did you know he was into S&M?
No. Nor is that something he'd have discussed with a neighbor, is it?
Probably not.
Can I ask you something? Do you have a theory about what happened?
If I did, I'd probably wonder why the killer stuck around after he killed Othniel. And why he killed the professor the way that he did. You know, ritualistically, with the music and the voodoo. That's the key. I don't think that there's a serial killer running around your apartment, if that's what you're asking me. Thanks for your time.
You're Puerto Rican.
Boricua.
I've lived in this city for 1 year, and I haven't met one Puerto Rican. That's kind of pathetic, isn't it? Me being Spanish.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, you know, but now that's changed. Right? You can relax. Adios.
We're meeting here? On the street?
They won't bite. They can tell you're Spanish. Because I'm in a rush. Come on.
I know they won't bite. Look, I think I've got something. I took your idea that the killing was ritualistic and that it was somehow choreographed. I ran a search of murdered city professors. Well, 22 years ago, a history professor was beaten to death at Columbia. Student affairs, a self-proclaimed Satanist, was convicted of the crime and is still in jail. All of his victims' internal organs were removed. Now, I think Antonio Garcia interrupted the recreation of the crime, which is why only the professor's heart had been removed.
My wife, she died 6 years ago.
I'm sorry.
She was riding her bike and she got hit by a drunk driver in the park.
Oh, no.
Yeah. What you gonna do? You wanna know what we had most in common? Guess.
I couldn't.
70s horror movies. I mean, and the worse and more low budget, the better. Isn't that weird?
A little bit.
Excuse me. Tad, hey, what's up? No news? But I'm assuming that when you don't call, there's no news. No, you call when there is news, man. Hey, whatever. Goodbye.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
Read this.
The student languishes behind bars, blames oligarchy. Hey, these cons in their vocabulary.
Here. The reporter interviews a Mr. Tyrone Azad, cousin to the incarcerated Mr. Stokes. He didn't spot him because his name had changed. I'm coming with you.
No.
Really, you can barely stand. I'm coming with you. Said it was probably bullshit anyway. I'm coming or I'm calling the cops and they'll stop you.
No, they won't. Not today.
go back. I'm coming with you.
Get off in the next station and get the police. All right, you tell them that there's a 1013 in progress. Can you do that?
Be careful. Promise me.
I will.
I was saying I promise.
I promise.